Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet an expert on relationship marketing. Angi Burns is in the studio. She heads up the Burns Team City Lifestyle. Her journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I have a marketing company, and so I always look for other people who are at the top of their field, and that perfectly describes my next guest. Angi Burns is in the studio. She heads up the Burns Team City Lifestyle. Thanks for coming on the show.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Well, I love the expression relationship marketing, and I don't think I've heard that before. Did you
really?
coin that?
I don't think I created it,
Okay.
but I mean, I could claim it if I want, because I don't know where it came from, but it's really taking it out of the advertising realm and putting it into people, real humans. There's a huge AI trust recession happening right now. Everything digital, you don't know if somebody's a real person, you don't know if it's a real business. So really focusing on that relationship and those personal connections of introducing people, connecting people, that warm introduction and giving that validity behind a referral or an endorsement of a business or an individual is what we really do. So it's taking the relationship and building your business around that instead of just a brand or a logo.
Sure, and one of the cornerstones of your company is luxury publicating. So tell us about your publications.
Yeah, so I am part of a franchise. So City Lifestyle Publications is a nationwide franchise. We have over almost 300 publications nationwide in about 39 different states. There are about 15 in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I own 5 of those 15. So the franchise is a luxury publication. So it's going to be a high-end magazine that gets direct mailed to the more affluent residents in each of the communities that we serve. So we're going to have high-end editorial, high-end photography, celebrity covers. We don't sell our covers to the highest bidder and it doesn't look like an ad. It's more of a coffee table magazine rather than a sales magazine. So it's community content,
Yes.
majority content, less advertising. Nothing in our publications is going to come across as salesy. It reads like a book because each month has a theme and all of the editorial that's included inside is going to match that theme. So it has a lot higher readership and a longevity and sustainability in a home or a doctor's office, waiting room, that sort of thing. So that's kind of the tangible piece of what we do.
Yes.
It's the ticket in the door to be an introduction to the residents, these high-end residents that are often the business owners or the C-suite executives in the community live in these homes, and you want to reach them when their guard is down so it doesn't feel salesy. So when we partner with local businesses, we try to find as many ways as possible to get them in front of their target audience. So we have the magazine that's the brand awareness component. It's the introduction to that business, and then we back that up with digital optimization, social media, cross-promotion. We do a lot of events. Our team is really known for high-level events that we do, such as whiskey tastings, wine tastings, events like that, block parties where we bring out bounce houses and DJs, and client appreciation events where we get our people together to find those synergy relationships amongst the different advertisers who partner with us. And then we really focus on getting them introduced to the city leaders or the people of influence in the community. So it's about the connection and the relationship rather than put an ad in a magazine.
Yes, and you have some amazing cities that you work with.
Yeah.
Allen, Plano, Rockwall, Flower Mound, and Southwest Denton County.
Yes.
And those are really some of the most affluent.
They are, absolutely. So our brand does target the more affluent communities because we are a luxury publication brand. So within our brand, we look for communities that have the right demographics. So Typically, our readers are going to be 35 to 65-year-old married couples who live in million-dollar homes and make over $200,000 a year. So that's who we target. And then we partner with businesses who have a similar demographic as their ideal client and audience. So those communities are fantastic for reaching that ideal audience.
Outstanding. Much more from Angie in a second. We found this amazing video. Let's go ahead and roll that.
What makes Angie tick? I don't even know how to answer that question. And everybody always says, if you used one word to describe you, what would it be? And the word that I get told often is passionate and intimidating. And I'm like, I don't feel like I'm intimidating at all, but I think I'm so passionate that it can come across as intimidating.
Hi, girl. So there's somebody else doing a video here right now. Go around. Somebody else. Where are we gonna go?
I've always said that I was destined to be famous because I have the best true Hollywood story. Because I was a single mother for almost 10 years. I put myself through college with a 2-year-old and a 2-month-old by myself. I got married to my husband the same weekend that I graduated with my master's. I prioritized my family by taking this role.
We grew up together because I was born the day before her 21st and she was still in college and growing up herself. A lot of the times it was a struggle that I didn't understand why she did some of the things she did.
I was a teacher for almost 2 decades.
All right, we're gonna go into full-on teacher mode. If you can hear me, clap once. If you can hear me, clap.
Underpaid, stressed out.
Still trying to balance like social life and work life and figure out where she fit in the world in survival mode, basically.
And I would spend more time with my students or in my classroom than I would with my own family. So my goal with City Lifestyle was to give myself better work-life balance and to make a better living wage. So I did. And now it really has just given me the opportunity to financially provide for my family, but also be there.
Once she switched into getting out of teaching, I started seeing her progress and not have to be in fight or flight. She's a whole different person.
I can put my family first much better in this role than I was able to as a teacher, and it has literally put my family back together.
I don't think she gives herself enough credit for the amazing mom that she has been to us, but she's given us opportunities to make ourselves who we are now, and there's no way we could ever fully thank her or let her know how appreciative we are for it.
Well, obviously you're a proud mama. What do you hope your kids take from your journey?
Yeah, it's been really rewarding for me to watch, especially my daughters. So I have 2 daughters that are in their 20s at this point. And my oldest daughter, who was in that video, is an entrepreneur herself now. So just the drive and the passion that she has to overcome obstacles and keep pushing forward and be successful. And the work ethic that I see in her, I don't see in a lot of youth nowadays. When we try to bring people on as interns or things like that, they just don't seem to have that drive anymore. There's a lot of, even my last few years when I was in education, there was an influx of apathy and entitlement, and there just wasn't the work ethic. So I really hope that I've instilled in my daughters a really good work ethic. And the fact that my 24-year-old owns 2 companies and founded a nonprofit, I think I did that very well. And my 22-year-old is about to start grad school. She just graduated from undergrad in May, and she starts grad school in September. So she's doing amazingly well herself and living her best life and doing all of the things that I wish I could have done at their age. So I keep telling them, I was like, they're 24 and 22, and I was a single mom of 2 kids, divorced by 23. So I was like, y'all are doing better than I did, and that was my goal in life, was I want to be the best mom I can be to my kids and give them a better life than I had. And I really, truly feel like I've done that. And then I have a 12-year-old at home, so I haven't messed him up yet. There's still time on that one, but he's also already has his own little company that he does. He loves making cardboard art. So he has his own cardboard art business where he makes cosplay weapons and puppets and things that he commissions out to schools and anime fans and stuff like that. So at such a young age, he's already kind of caught the bug too.
I love that. We're going to pull up the national website. So citylifestyle.com is the national website. You have publications all over the country?
Yes. So our corporate office is in Kansas City, Missouri, and they are fantastically supportive of all of the franchisees that come in as publishers. So it was interesting to me because whenever I first got into this, I actually was a client of City Lifestyle before I became a publisher. So the McKinney Prosper magazine, I had a private performing arts conservatory school in McKinney, and I advertised in that McKinney Prosper magazine for about 3.5 years. And I had a great experience as a client, and the publisher and I became friends. And we were at lunch one day when Averly was about to graduate and go off to college. And I told her, I said, I think this is the time where I want to get out of education. This is a good transition period for me personally, but I don't really know what I want to be when I grow up. I don't know what the next phase of my life looks like. And she had mentioned, well, I own a franchise, and would you be interested in learning more about becoming a publisher? And I had no idea what that entailed. And she said, you're already so connected in the community. You love telling stories. You're creative. You'd be a great fit for this. And so I did my research on the company, and I found that it is a very well-respected company nationwide. They had a great reputation. They had great values and morals, and the support that they give the publishers to be able to jump into this world that was completely new to me was fantastic. I never felt like I was just thrown to the wolves and, like you are in teaching, it's like, oh, figure it out. I didn't feel that with this. So it was really, really nice to be able to come in and feel like I had a support system within the franchise. And then I had other local publishers around the area that helped support as well. And it just took off super fast, and I just loved it. And so I just drank from the fire hose, and now I'm one of 2 publishers in the whole country that have 5 magazines.
That's incredible. Okay, so talk about what a great client looks like for you.
Yeah, so we are looking for businesses. There's really 4 things I look for in an ideal partner. We look for businesses that put people over profit. I am not looking for people who are turn and burning. I'm looking for companies that want long-term relationships with their clients, just like we want with ours, so that we can help them really deepen those relationships and have clients for life and not just transactions, and that they're going to treat them well. Because if somebody has a bad experience with one of our clients, it's going to taint the entire brand. And so when we tell people, we vet the clients, we interview them. I don't sign partners that are just going to call me and say, hey, how much is it to place an ad? I say, it costs you coffee with me. I'll pay for it, but you've got to sit down and let me actually get to know who you are as a person and a business owner before I will recommend you to my readers. And so we look for businesses that put people over profit, who are the top 3 in their industry, because we aren't industry exclusive, but we are industry select. So we're looking for the best 3. The reason we do 3 is because most people are going to get 3 quotes, and not everybody is the right fit for every business. So sometimes there's a business owner that doesn't want that client because it's a lower level job, or it's too much for them, or their schedule doesn't align. So we want to give our readers and our other business partners 3 options. These are the best 3 in the area. Pick from one of our 3. So you don't have to go to Google where there's 300 or 3,000. So we look for the most knowledgeable and experienced in each industry. We typically don't partner with brand new businesses because you can't be the best at what you do if you're brand new at what you do. So we'll refer those out to other marketing platforms and other publications and things like that. So we look for knowledgeable and experienced, people over profit. We look for honesty, quality, and integrity. Good humans who are doing business the right way. So we do make sure that the products they're offering are the highest quality because we are a luxury publication. We are going to a high maintenance audience in some sense. And then lastly, we look for businesses that want to be involved in the community. We do a lot of events. We do a lot of things where we get people face to face. We want people that are going to show up. If we say City Lifestyle is going to throw this neighborhood a block party and all of our partners are going to come out and meet the people and then no one shows up, that looks bad on us. So we want to make sure that they want to be involved in the community, they're great at what they do, and that they truly care about their industry and the community as a whole. So that's our ideal partner.
Okay, we have about 2 minutes left. So, Angie, look into the camera on the left and maybe talk to that person who has been spending money recklessly on marketing and hasn't found their groove. What do you want to say to that person?
Yeah, we are here to help as an extension of your marketing team. So we do cover print, digital, social, and events. So we are the umbrella that you can do all the things. So if you're paying right now somebody to do SEO, somebody to do meta ads, somebody to do print graphic design, and then you're bringing in a photographer to do photos and doing all of the things and sending money in different directions, we can put it all in one place instead of you having to do that, which helps make your brand more consistent, the messaging more consistent, and it's going to get you a more verifiable return on investment because it's about a marketing strategy that's multiple impressions in various contexts over time. That's what's going to get clients to recognize your name, have the brand awareness out there, and then really get them to be clients for life. So that's what we're here for, is to get you in the right room with the right people to help you grow your business and truly connect you to the community in as many ways as possible, and be an ambassador for your business. So we'd love to talk if you'd like to get the word out about what you have to offer to the community, or like to just meet the city leaders, the other business owners, or the residents in the community. We're here to help you do that.
Outstanding. Angie, thank you for sharing your story with us. We're going to end with the national website, which is citylifestyle.com. The great Angi Burns.
Thank you so much.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.